ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about how not to die in a swamp, right? This episode, we finally get what I've been wanting for quite a while for Frieren's party, for them to add a new member. And I really liked also the lesson in this episode. It's never too late to follow your dreams, and also not focus on the past or the regrets or the choices you made and everything along those lines. We've all had some things in the past with regret, or a choice or a decision or something we didn't take a path in life, and this episode is kind of that theme, so to say. And also the comedy was great here, mainly thanks to Fern and Stark. But let's get into it. We have I was like, did I miss something when the episode started? Because Frieren was just talking to a guy with him telling her his entire life story, which we later find out is Zine, but saying he wanted to become an adventurer. He had a friend who was more outgoing, so to say, kept dragging him along, and that friend invited him to be an adventurer, but this was the choice he made. He refused that at that time, and he regrets it, always on his mind, something like that. I'm like, what did I miss here? What am I missing? But then it killed me when they showed the full scene. He was sinking in the swamp there, and Frieren was like, you're kind of dirty. I don't know if I want to help you. I'm still looking for the spell to take somebody out of a swamp. Frieren is great. There was such an awesome moment. And I like both of their personalities and reactions there. But of course, she helps them in the end. Even Fern comes in and apologizes for how she acted. But yeah, Frieren just being Frieren. But now they decide to skip this village just to move forward, to get to a bigger town, to get supplies. They also get a warning, and I'm like, yeah, that warning something's probably going to happen. And instantly does happen. Don't get beaten. And what happens next? Stark gets beaten. They try to help him, but here we show, I really like the limitations. Now, we know Frieren and Fern, both of them are very powerful magicians, but they're not focused on healing magic. And this is why I also wanted a priest, a healer into their party, because they're gonna have tougher things, fights, and not just fights, things like this. You get bitten by something venomous or poisonous or combination of both. What are you gonna do without healing magic? And what they were trying wasn't really working, so they decide to go back in town with Frieren carrying Stark there. The team said, no, it's gonna be okay. Eisen always had good resistance to poison, you just can tough it out. I don't know, Eisen is kind of special, to say the least. Even Hyter was scared when he saw Eisen with poison arrow in his back. It's okay, doesn't matter. Stark is not yet there. But they get to the priest in the village, and it's like, yeah, it's too late. His brain is gonna melt through his nose, he's gonna die. I'm like, oh damn, that's some poison, to say the least. Like, terminal and your brain melts. Okay, that escalated, to say the least. But he says that his brother might be able to do something, and it's the first guy we met in the episode, Zine. Finally found his name here, and he's just like, wave, heal Stark instantly. I'm like, okay, so this guy is healer, to say the least. Honestly, with how easy he healed Stark, even when his brother, an expert like this, a very qualified priest, no, he's mortally ill here, he's gonna die. But Zine is like, no, not anymore. Jesus came in and healed him. But here even Frieren acknowledges that Zine is a genius, and get revealed that his brother knew Hyter, and he was the one that gave him the medal, and they had a conversation, though we're gonna get a bit more to that. And here we find out more about the brothers, how they lost their parents when they were young, and showing how Zine always wanted to go on adventures. But life happened, decisions, things change, you make some choices for your family, for yourself, something outside of your control happens. Myself, and I'm sure you have also had those choices like this. You regret something you didn't do in the past, or something you did, you wanted to do something different, and I really like this episode quite a lot. Gave me some things to think about also with some of the choices that I made myself. But his brother wanted for Zain to follow his dreams, asking Frieren to take him with them. So they discussed this, and what I liked was Frieren's reaction. Now, Fern was on the fence, she didn't know exactly what to do. Stark instantly wanted to go after him, he did, but Frieren's like, have an aversion to my own kind. I'm like, what did she mean by that? He's not an elf, but then it made sense a bit on when Stark went after him and finds him drinking, gambling, smoking. Very priest-like behavior, right? Kind of a bit like Hyter. So all of the special priests are kind of degenerates, to say the least. Stark asks him to join, but he refuses, even though he was tempted, saying, hey, if you beat me in the game, having a bet there, you have a deal. And yeah, all of them lose. Even Zain lost and Stark, they got beaten badly by the village chief. Lost even their clothes, their gear, everything getting tossed outside. And here we find out what Frieren meant, remembering how Himmel and the others asked her to join the hero party, but she refused at first, saying, I wasted too much time, it's too late right now, I haven't fought demons in 500 years. This is a very important lesson. We always focus too much on the past. Yes, you can't go back. Would be nice if you had a time machine or anything. Hey, go back, fix your mistake, take the other choice and whatever. But the present is what matters. And Himmel telling that struck with Frieren. And that's why she said aversion to her own kind, having the similarities between them. Zain having his own regrets, Frieren having her own with what happened. So that's why she said those things, and she doesn't like Zain because he's similar to her, but because of that she decides to make him join no matter what, or at least make him go be an adventurer even if he doesn't join. But also what I liked was the chief was kind of a sport, to say the least, gave them back all of their things. And Fern's bluntness is awesome, and Stark has some experience over Zain in this case. She started looking at them a bit down and even scolding Stark after that for gambling, so she's very anti-gambling. So I guess we're not gonna see Fern on Kick.com. I'm joking. But here she has some interesting lessons from Hyter, saying that alcohol is the best medicine. Yeah, about that even Frieren. What are you teaching her, Hyter? But here they decide to stay around the village to try and convince Zain there, spend a bit of time hanging around, helping, doing random things, and even asking his brother for help. What does he like? Of course, besides gambling, smoking, and betting there, and alcohol. And apparently he likes older women. Ding ding ding. But Stark called him a depraved priest. Now, he also, it dinged for him, he goes in, hey, how would you like to travel with an older woman? That's why I wanted to be an adventurer. But we have Frieren volunteering, saying, hey, I'm an older woman, I'm an elf, I'm older than you. Yeah, about that. Might be older than me, but an older woman looking like that, yeah, she definitely doesn't look like an older woman. But I like how willing she was to do that, and even has a seduction technique taught to her by Flamme. I want to see Flamme do that technique also. Hopefully we're gonna get a flashback with how this lesson came to be, and she's like, throws him a kiss. It doesn't work on him, but it kind of works on Stark and Fern. Even they got affected a bit, of course, comedic ways, so on. And she says, hey, it worked on Himmel, he collapsed as soon as I did it. Yeah, I wonder why, he was more than in love with you there. So after the smirk that we had last episode, now we have the throwing a kiss, man. This show is so good. The comedic, the pacing, the lessons. Amazing show that we have here. But back on a serious note a bit. Zayn thinking that why he also doesn't want to leave, that his friend is probably dead. He said he was gonna be back, but it's already been 10 years there. And Frieren's like, yes, 10 years is just 10 years. And even from her point of view, and according to humans, it's still just 10 years. It's not like 100 years. You still have time to do something in your life after 10 years. It's not too late. Focus on the present. The same lessons she learned from email. But he also had another reason why he wanted to stay in the village, for his brother. This was kind of like a miscommunication or misunderstanding between them. We see a bit of a flashback with Hyter telling his brother that you could serve in the capital, you're this talented for being a priest. And Zayn overhears this because his brother wanted to stay in the village, not to take Zayn away from his friend, from his home, just to look out for his brother after they lost their parents there. And this is where I like his brother, how he handled that. He's like, you are different than me, we are not the same, and actually slaps him. Don't regret your choice and do it, wanting to push him to follow his own dreams here. That's very true. People are very different. Some like this, some like something else. And of course, and this is why I like that slap was very important between them. And even Zayn went in and apologized after that. They made up a bit there, and him saying he decided to become an adventurer, to go look for his friend. He's gonna travel with them just for a while, but I have a feeling that they're gonna grow a lot more attached together, and it's gonna be interesting having 4 characters now, a full party to say the least. But the question here, I really liked him. Hey, where are you guys going? To heaven. But we're gonna get there when we die, right? He doesn't understand they're actually going to heaven. But I'm curious what his reaction is gonna be when he finds out where heaven is, around the Demon King's lair. I was expecting that while I was watching the episode. Yeah, we're going to the Demon King's castle, heaven. Huh? See his face. But yeah, overall a really nice episode, build up. We finally have a new character joining the party. I've been wanting this for quite a few episodes right now, and I'm curious to see how the dynamics are going to be between all of them. And the exam, it seems like they're heading for the exam right now, or this is gonna be a while. This is gonna be a journey, so I'm not gonna rush for that. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode, and remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Frieren, make sure you check out the podcast Because Anime. Bye bye.